This week, Vince trades the XFL for store credit, Sammy Guevara can't stop, won't stop fucking up, and the first rule of Raw Underground is not to talk about Raw Underground. Welcome to the Full Nelson Press. Hello everyone and welcome to the Full Nelson Press. My name is Brandon Kirkpatrick. I'm here with my co-host Peter O'Brien. You can find him on Twitter at MVP360, and you can find myself on Twitter at JohnnyJONNY_Tango, and of course you can follow the Full Nelson Press on Twitter at TFNP. Pete, how you been, bud?
What's going on, man? It's been a while. I mean,
it's been a minute.
Well, since wrestling just decided to vomit all their shows out in like a span of 2 weeks, and then we
Right?
haven't had
Nothing.
anything really. So,
well, we were going to record something last week, but Iowa got a hurricane. That was the first.
Yeah, and it's funny. People are like, "Guys, listen, it wasn't a hurricane." Have you seen the videos of people
it's pretty bad.
how there is a wall of wind and water just destroying Iowa? And everyone's like, "Oh, quit your bitching."
Well, I didn't have internet for a couple of days, so we couldn't even record a show.
Oh, yeah, that storm was nasty, but, it was funny here. When it got here, we barely even noticed it.
Yeah, because I texted you, and you're like, yeah, we got some drizzles. Like, dude, there are power lines down here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because where we're set at that we didn't even notice it. It just, the sky turned green, and I'm like, oh. And then the sirens went off, and I guess, our neighbor, he ran down to the basement for the whole thing, and I'm just sitting there by the window. What were you doing? I was by the window. I was it's coming at us. So
bring it, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
Right, so we're going to talk into some news, just kind of catch up some things before SummerSlam happens. So first thing, let's talk about one of our main stories today. Sonya Deville was attempted to be kidnapped. Apparently, a South Carolina man was obsessed with Sonya Deville, had actually broken to her house with a knife, plastic zip ties, duct tape, and mace. Pretty scary.
I read it and I'm like, wow, this is a new angle for that Mandy Rose thing. I was like, we're really
right? This is
really
what Dolph's
going
doing?
Hard. I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, no, this is real. I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, so was Drake Maverick's firing. Don't try to tell me that wasn't a word. Get out of here.
This is a shoot. Yeah.
It's a shoot. Yeah. It's a shoot, but good angle.
I guess. I wonder, that's the thing, is how is Vinnie Mac going to use this angle? Because he will.
We really haven't had a good B&E angle in WWE since Pillman and Stone Cold.
Well, do you remember a couple years ago when Daniel Bryan caught someone stealing from his security cameras or something like that?
Yeah, I do remember that. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. So, hey, my question to you, Pete, is who would you kidnap from the WWE roster?
Are you putting me on blast for this? No, I'm not putting it out there because what if someone goes missing?
Because I was going to follow up with the correct answer is no one.
No one.
Kidnapping is illegal.
And here I am going, who would I? And then all of a sudden they go missing, and the TFNP podcast, I'm getting investigated. It's like, come on.
Hey, we need some more exposure.
I have asthma. There's no way I could kidnap somebody.
All right, well, moving on here. The Rock has acquired the XFL.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
I think it's good. And it's not just him. It's a group of people or a company that he hired to help him do this. I don't know what the whole specifics are, but yeah, it looks like he's going to be part of be one of the partners to acquire the XFL. What do you think about this?
The XFL was not a flop. I hate how people say it was a flop. First of all, it was a new league. COVID hit, canceled everything.
That's what killed it.
It was super smart. It was actually entertaining. The rules are, some of them, the NFL are looking at because their kickoff rule is great. It was fun to watch. And now you have somebody like The Rock who will know how to promote it. He's not going to mess, I don't think he'll mess it up. But they already laid the groundwork for a good league. It just, COVID hit. And
I think that's it. The COVID hit, and then Vinny's like, I just want out. I'm done.
Only thing I would say is do not play in like football stadiums. They need to play in like smaller, like I think LA they were playing in a soccer field and it actually like fit really well because like I think only 15,000 people maybe go to them, which is still a decent number.
Sure.
And if it's a smaller stadium, it actually works. Like I was like good. I thought this XFL was entertaining. And I think Vinnie Mac was just like, I don't care, I'm over it, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I think he was already bored with it, and he's like, I can't. Let's just make some profit on this and be done with it.
Yeah, we got that new Ghost Tinshu looking game. I'm trading the XFL for that. That's what
well, I think he was more like, you know what, I'm done with XFL. I'm gonna go full force into Raw Underground, which is like it's like MMA but with strippers.
It's staged. It's cheesy. Like,
it's very cheesy.
The problem with it, we finally sat down and watched like an Underground, and I'm like, there's so many cuts. Like,
who's the big guy that they're showing?
I don't know who it is.
I don't know his name either. Exactly.
But there's too many cuts, and it's like watching a B-level fight scene. Yeah, it's like watching the Marine 6. Like, that's what I'm watching in these fights. I'm like, this is weird. Like, if you're going to do it, do it. Like,
right.
Actually,
go full in.
You're trying to tell me you can't sell a punch better? You know, like, what?
Why is Shane McMahon hosting this and not someone like Ken Shamrock or Steve Blackman?
Why is Shane sweating?
Because everyone else is grunting and fighting, and he's just wearing his leather biker jacket in a boiler room.
Yeah. He also, like, is Kevin Owens going to go and punch him in the face? Because Shane was trying to get him fired.
Dude, I think Shane and Owens was probably one of the better feuds that we've had in a long time. Like, I was really rooting for Owens.
Yeah. I mean, I did like how they did the Shayna Baszler and how she took on like 4 people. But yeah. I wish it would have been more powerful, not like some hip toss.
They really dropped things because like a couple weeks ago it was the Hurt Business showed up.
I thought that would have been great.
Yeah, and then nothing happened with that. Like they don't even acknowledge it the next week, like who they beat up. They just showed up to hang out.
Yep. And now they're just like, we got suits now.
You know what? I like the Hurt Business.
I actually do too. I think they're great.
Yeah, I think they're going to be big. I'm hoping they are. I don't hope they don't turn into like some like jobber faction like the League of Nations did.
Well, I hope they don't become some jobber faction like Retribution.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. First, let's talk about the WWE Thunderdome, the new interactive event that'll be going on at the Amway Center in Orlando starting this Friday on SmackDown. It will be a true virtual experience, bringing fans to be able to do. I think is it the NBA who's doing this, where they have like a bunch of screens up that you can watch.
Yep.
Pretty much from there. And they're going to do that. They're going to use drones. I bet we're going to see more cinematic matches done here. But it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it works for the NBA. It's not like you don't really hear anything. They're just there and they're waving. You can see like hands moving. Sometimes there's a glitch. One guy brought his goat and is sitting out there. So I think it's a smart move because it works. Now you can actually like have fans be there. Like they can, fans will watch.
If I was Cody Rhodes, I'd be making my entire roster buy some of these seats.
Right?
And putting them up on the TV.
That'd be great. It's super smart. It's about time too. Maybe that'll help like get more interaction going because it's just the fake wrestlers they're not fake wrestlers. The wrestlers in the crowd are just cheesy.
Yeah, like it knocks all the steam out of any match that they have going on.
Yeah, because they don't know how to cheer. How do you not know how to cheer for your product? Like, do you not watch live shows ever?
That's what it is. I mean, it's a perfect example of how heavily produced and how the narrative is told to these people to be like, this is how you have to wrestle. This is how we want you to cheer and boo.
Absolutely.
Personally, though, I can't wait for them to put all these LED screens out. Just for them to have Retribution come out and destroy them all.
Yeah, because they're really good.
So that's leading into the next thing. Retribution is the newest faction. It is 5 members, 2 of them female, 3 of them male, all of them under 6 feet.
Right? They're short.
They're really tiny.
And I don't care if you're short or not, but like...
It just doesn't look imposing when it's a bunch of like... all in just black, and then they're just trying to, like, they brought a chainsaw out, they bring out, like, all the weapons you'd use in the street. It's a rage game.
Some people think it's Sami Zayn.
One of the females somebody thought was Ember Moon. We'll see. I think it's a bunch of wrestlers that we haven't seen in a while. It wouldn't surprise me if Bo Dallas was one of them.
Bully. Bring him back.
But the other thing is I see this as these 5 people aren't the leader. Like, they're still a leader. They're just not showing us. It'd be cool if it was like Tommaso Ciampa. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Tommaso Ciampa would be cool. I really hope it's not what's his face.
Dominic. I can't remember his name.
No, it'll be. Wow, this is bad. I can't even think of his name.
Austin Theory.
No, but he could be one. What if it's Johnny Gargano too? That's who it is.
Okay. I was thinking one of the guys is definitely going to be Ricochet, or we'd see Cedric Alexander or Mustafa Ali in that.
I mean, if they're going to do that, go all out. I mean, at least get some people who are good. But, like, so far, like, NXT when they were invading was awesome. The WCW invasion was cool. This, to me, seems like there's something missing. It just doesn't feel right.
Right. And maybe it's just because we don't know who they are yet. But I agree. It already feels underwhelming, and we haven't even gotten the reveal yet. So, moving on, Natalya had recently posted a video on Instagram of Tyson Kidd training and running the ropes, and then it was quickly deleted. So could we see Tyson Kidd finally coming back to the ring?
What if it's Tyson Kidd?
That would be... I don't know if it's enough time for him, but that would be awesome if it was Tyson Kidd. This whole time he's been like, I've been watching from the sidelines. I'm fed up. I'm tired of all this. The other thing people have been saying is it's a group of fired wrestlers, which would also make sense.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, so let's move on to some AEW news. Let's talk about Sammy Guevara. He just won't stop fucking up, dude. Have you seen this chair shot on Matt Hardy?
Why is everyone it was a mistake. Like
I know it was.
But for some reason, he's catching heat. And I'm just like, everyone does chair shots. Like, the dude flat out apologized for everything. He went into counseling. And, like... Even Sasha Banks was like, yeah, we talked, like, he'll get through this, like, we just had to talk to each other, and boom. But yet, he misses one chair shot coming back, and he's just instantly hated again.
Well, no, he wasn't missed. He grabbed the wrong chair. He was supposed to grab a lighter decoy chair and throw it the same exact way, and then he ends up picking up a heavier chair and throwing it. Either there's something wrong AEW side where they should show him the difference in the weight, or so that way he knows what the fuck he's picking up, or he just panicked and grabbed the wrong one and threw it, which, I don't know, is not good.
Whatever. I've seen worse. I guess I've seen worse in the ring. That's why, I was like, huh.
Well, apparently he got a stern talking to backstage. If it was from Cody, I don't know how much that really, sunk through to his head, but I'm hoping it was Arn Anderson, because I just love to see Arn Anderson just be pissed off at someone backstage and telling him the business.
He probably, he sunk something into Matt Hardy's head.
Oh! We tell jokes here. That's what we do. Next, Cameron has officially debuted on AEW. The former WWE superstar. She now goes by her real name, I think is what it is, which is Ariane Andrew? I don't know. I don't care. This is going to be a flop.
They don't have anybody. They're still
I guess they don't have a women's division.
Building up a women's roster, and I mean, people somewhat know her in the WWE, so I mean, it'll pique your interest.
Yeah, she'll be teaming with Nyla Rose in that tag team tournament they'll be doing soon.
They're doing it right now. It's today, as a couple more matches. They do
nice.
Dark matches.
Very cool. Yeah, I don't watch any of the AEW Dark.
No, I don't.
I just don't have the time.
Too much wrestling.
There's way too much wrestling. But, I mean, AEW is refreshing. I'm typically, right now, just because it's so hard to watch Raw and SmackDown without an audience, it's pretty much just highlighting Raw and SmackDown and then just watching NXT and AEW every week.
Yeah. Wednesdays are great.
Yeah, speaking of great Wednesdays, it's about to get even better. Zack Ryder has debuted under his name of Matt, is it Cardona? I don't.
You're terrible with names.
I am the worst.
It was good. It was a good little debut. I'm glad AEW got him.
Speaking of which, side note, seeing the Dark Order just take over last week's AEW was really fun. They were on almost every match or interviewing in everything.
Yeah, the Dark Order's cool, dude. Brody Lee's cool.
I like it. I dig it.
It's a good faction.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most in AEW right now, it's the most entertaining part of AEW for me right now, is our Dark Order and all their little shenanigans they're pulling off.
I don't know if it's next week or their next pay-per-view, but it's Brody Lee versus Cody Rhodes for that TNT title.
Oh, really? What's the TNT title? I like the new one.
Yep.
It looks pretty slick.
Cool.
I dig it.
I'm glad you dig it.
Yeah, well, good. Yeah, you should. You should, Pete. Let's just shoot for the hip, man. Let's make some quick SummerSlam predictions. First match, Almez and Angel Garza will be taking on the Streets Profits. Someone got poisoned. Was it Montez Ford got poisoned, apparently?
Yeah, he got poisoned.
Yeah, the best part of this is seeing Bianca Belair show up in the middle of one of Zelina Vega's Twitch streams and just attacks her in the middle of her Twitch stream. Like, that was really good. I hope they thought of that, not WWE.
I hope they did too. Like, I wish WWE would let things like that happen more. Like, that was so authentic. Like, you never thought of that. I'd like Andrade to win, but I just don't see it. I don't see him taking him off the Street Profits yet.
No, I agree. Next is a weird one. Apparently, Asuka is scheduled for 2 matches at SummerSlam. She'll be facing Bayley and Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I don't get this.
It's weird that only 3 women are competing for the 2 main belts of the women's division.
Yep. I don't get it. I don't. Like, you're literally telling the rest of the women in the back, you're not good enough.
Yeah, you don't matter, which sucks.
You don't. So,
because that's it. I mean, those are the only 2 women matches that we have. I mean, Vega and Belair, they should have gotten a match, but no, they'll just be ringside managers. Next is Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. I'm really hoping that McIntyre retains, but I got a feeling that Orton will be winning it because they feel like they need to give it to him so he can hold it for the next match versus Edge.
Maybe they could do that, but I just think it's too soon. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd like it a lot better is if instead of Orton winning the title to face Edge, Edge interferes in some way and costs Orton the title. I think would build it up better than him having to have the title for that match.
But lately, WWE's logic is not smart. And no, they're not going to do that. They're going to have Orton win clean. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a boring Randy Orton match. Slow, meticulous, boring. An RKO, and then it's over.
Out of nowhere.
That's all it's going to be. Like, I hope Edge interferes because that would be really good.
Yeah, be best for business.
Absolutely.
We got MVP versus Apollo Crews once again for the United States Championship. I feel like this has been a feud that's been going all summer long, and I'm about done with it. It's cool to see the Hurt Business, but I'm done with Apollo Crews versus MVP.
I would rather it be Shelton Benjamin versus Apollo Crews.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought MVP was just going to be a manager. Like, that's all I thought. Involved. Yeah, like, I don't mind it. Like, the thing that I think would work out better is if Apollo loses and then just shakes his head and joins them. Because he's like, I can't win on my own. Like, I just can't. I'm going to join you guys.
I dig that. I would like that a lot.
But they won't do that. It'll be some BS interference and then a roll-up, and MVP is going to win. Which, by the way, do you know how many small package wins there has been in WWE just this year alone?
I don't even want to know.
Dude, I watch a guy on YouTube. He's pretty hilarious, and he has a counter. It's Simon Miller. He's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
He has a counter for every time there's a small package roll-up. And it's at like 58 right now.
No shit.
58. It just kills it. Like, it went from being a surprising win now to just, well, yeah, that's now the finisher.
I'd like to compare that to how many RKOs we see a year. To see which one is really out of nowhere. But with Apollo Crews, the most personality we've gotten out of him was when he was somewhat of a heel with Titus O'Neil. And I thought that somewhat worked, but...
When? They were on TV for like 5 minutes. I forgot about that group completely. Like,
Titus Worldwide? Was the best!
They gave Titus Worldwide one shot, one opportunity to seize everything. My bad, that's Eminem.
Mom Spaghetti.
They gave him one chance, and then they were just like, nope, we're done. This is over. I'm done with it. And I'm just like, ah.
Well,
and
yeah, they put Dana Brooke with it, and that sunk that ship.
It would be fine if Dana Brooke was just would have been like a manager. Like, dude, she's a babe. Like, she was rocking that suit. I was okay with it.
I heard that her and Batista are dating.
Yeah, they've been like hitting on each other on Twitter all the time. It's pretty funny.
Good for them. Yeah, I hope they lift weights together. I bet she lifts more than he does.
I bet, maybe. No. No. He's still pretty jacked.
Yeah, he's pretty big. We'll move on to the next match. Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. This is now a street fight. Dude, his back from Raw, he got his ass kicked by a kendo stick. It was his stomach? You can't even tell.
Yeah, he got just... I don't care. I'm sorry. I tried to watch the contract signing, and I'm just like... Okay, Dominic, and he was fine on the mic and everything, but I'm just kind of like sitting there like, Rey Mysterio lost an eye.
For his son.
And I'm just like, I'm just kind of over this.
Do you think Dominic should have debuted more as a luchador?
No.
You don't think he should have gotten a mask or something like that?
No, I don't think so. I think him being like Ray's son was fine, but like I don't know. There's just like there's something not there. Like there's just something like I'm just like, huh.
I think they're kicking the dirt a little bit. I think they're kind of like, I don't know, delaying this. I would thought the outcome was going to be that Dominic turns on Mysterio. Then we get like a Dominic versus Mysterio match, and then that's how like Dominic gets his father's mask. I think that would be cool. Then he's shouting it around, being a heel, wearing the mask. I think that would have been great.
But Ray can't wrestle again because he doesn't have an eye. Remember?
That's right.
He lost his eye.
But Pete, he's still posting stuff on Twitter and Instagram with both eyes.
Because they were able to save the nerves.
That's
right. I want to know what doctor office they went to.
I think CM Punk wants to know what doctor.
I think everyone wants to go to that doctor and be like, yo, I saw you put a dude's eye back in. Can I get something here? I'd like a robotic arm. You know, like Jax. Sir, we don't do that. Well, you put an eye back in someone's head. Trying to tell me you can't give me metal arms?
Pete wants metal arms.
Well, metal arms.
All right, next match. It is Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman. Hopefully, this is the last match between these two.
Hopefully, something happens.
Yeah. I do like the inclusion of Alexa Bliss. That's kind of cool. I wonder what direction she's going to go with that. I don't want Alexa Bliss to be the Sister Abigail, quote unquote. But I like her dynamic in the whole feud.
I'm okay with her being Sister Abigail.
Nah, I think she's better than that.
No, I don't think so. I think that would be huge for both of them. She's a big-time player. Bray's a big-time player. If she's Sister Abigail and starts, like, controlling the Fiend more, and Nikki Cross will be like, what are you doing here? Like, you're leaving me. And everyone's just like, we don't even know your name. Get out of here. Like, you're lame. So she could take over Bray, like, the personality of the Fiend, and she'll just be like, hey, you don't want to mess with me.
I think it'd be better is if this whole time Nikki Cross was Abigail, and she was purposely having the Fiend attack Alexa Bliss. Nah, I like that more.
Nope. Oh,
I think she's crazier. I think she'd play that role a lot better.
Nope. She used to be crazy, and now she's lame and like that sad girl trying to be sitting at the cool table. Like, you can't sit with us. Like, sorry. Like, the Alexa Bliss tag team with her just ruined her. If she would have stayed Insanity, would have been on board.
If she would have stayed Insanity, she'd be fired by now.
Hey, Insanity was good. They just got rid of it. There's so many good things they had that they just got rid of. That's another one. Sorry, Nikki Cross sucks right now. I'll be blunt. She's not fun to watch. I don't like her attitude of like, I'm just trying to be best friends with Alexa. Like, I hate that gimmick.
I don't like the best friend gimmick, but I like Nikki Cross. I think she's talented. I think she's fun in the ring.
She's fine
last
in
year
the ring.
She had a really good match with Becky Lynch, and I thought that was a really good match between the two.
She's had good matches, but I'm just saying her character just doesn't bring me into a match.
Oh, give her a new character.
Where Alexa Bliss
Sister Abigail.
No, she's not Sister Abigail. Alexa Bliss would be a way better Sister Abigail. By far.
You're not going to start like stalking her and kidnap her now, are you?
No! I have asthma.
That's right. Asthma. That's right. So yeah, that's SummerSlam. We'll cover that next week.
But isn't it weird that like there's the SummerSlam card and there's just something missing? Like
there's nothing missing, Pete. I'm just gonna cut you off right there.
But there's something missing.
No,
maybe like
no.
Bring it to the floor.
Give Naomi a chance.
Give Naomi a chance.
Sorry. Let's talk about this really quick. Because we have not covered this. I've always done the whole Feel the Glow thing. Do people forget she had a chance? Isn't she like a 2-time WWE champion?
I'm pretty sure 2 years ago SummerSlam was like her big moment.
She had a huge moment, right?
Yeah. But that's the thing with wrestling. Like, it's time to let's keep it rotating. Now, I'm not saying that Sasha, Asuka, and Bayley should be like the top runners of the women's division right now. But yeah, there's other women in the locker room that need a bigger chance than she did.
Yeah, like she had chances. I would understand if it was like Dana Brooke, who never gets anything, has been just dumped on by this company.
Absolutely.
But like Naomi has. And like everyone's like, hear this pop when she came out in the Rumble? I'm like, what pop? Like, it was just cheers. Like, she's too athletic sometimes. She when you watch her, there's always one botch. There's usually a little slip up in there because she's moving too quick. And she had her chance. She had her chance. All right? And I don't hate Naomi. I think there's times where I was like, wow, that's actually like a sweet move. She's like really like athletic and talented.
Right.
But there's just like the overall just needs to be fine-tuned a little bit. But the whole give her a chance, she has a chance. She has been a champion. She has been at the top. So no, this whole give her a chance thing is just lame. Now, do I feel they could use her a little more? Yes.
Oh, yeah, she could definitely get more TV time. That's for sure. But that doesn't mean she needs to be the champion.
That's what I'm saying.
Put her in a tag team.
Why not?
Give her a tag team run.
You have female tag team belts. Like, why not have another tag team, please?
She's definitely not bad in the ring.
No.
I agree with you. She's very athletic. And I think one of the big things is I think she's incredibly smart. I think she gets the business with like the whole glow aesthetic was completely by her. Like, she gets it. She gets how to get people to watch you. And I agree. She needs to be on the television more. Maybe she needs more number one contendership matches, but I don't see her being top dog of either brand right now.
Here's where it's not on her, though, that maybe this is the whole give her a chance. If it's to give her a chance to get on TV more, I'm okay with that. But to be a title, like a top tier person, I'm sorry, no. Like, I just don't see it right now. There's other ladies out there that I'm like, we're good at the top. Carmella was annoying, and her being the champion, I was like, I hate this girl, but I like that she's a champion. Like, she sold it.
Oh, absolutely.
And, like, when Naomi had it, I was just like, okay, good job. Like, I don't know.
Because there wasn't much to it. Like, there isn't much of a story to her, any of her, like, feuds or defenses or anything like that.
No.
There just isn't anything there.
But that could be on WWE not giving her more of, like, a story for her title matches, which WWE is struggling right now. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre, like, there isn't really a story against those two. It's all about Orton and other things, and Drew's just there.
Yeah, he's just a placeholder, and you can feel it and you can see it.
They just don't do stories for titles anymore, and that's what takes people out of a lot of them. Like, yeah, they're a good match, but I want, like, why they're really going at each other. Like, where's the payoff to this? Mm-hmm. So, like, if Naomi, like, I'm sorry, Bianca Belair should be at the top of the card. One, that girl can talk. Two, she's really good in the ring. She showed it at the Rumble. She's a great worker. Why isn't she getting more chances? Like, instead of being a manager right now, she's too good. She
towers over any other woman you put her in the ring with. She's incredibly athletic.
Super strong.
She knows. Yeah, she's incredibly strong.
I say give Bianca Belair a chance, not Naomi. Sorry.
Right on. I agree.
But I give Naomi a chance to be in a tag team. Because why not try to make the women's tag division better? Like, seriously, you have all these ladies. Let's get some tag teams. And don't make these makeshift Naomi and so-and-so. Like, actually give them a name. Like the Iconics. That's a tag team.
Right, because they put her with Asuka for a while back there, and it just didn't work.
It was
and
awkward.
You could tell that they were just placeholders.
Yeah.
It was awkward. I agree.
Hell, even the Kabuki Warriors, like, that made that tag team better when they gave them a name. Like, I'm sorry, names matter.
Well, yeah, same with, like, when they had Shinsuke, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro together. They were just three dudes. They weren't a faction. There was nothing to it. So why be invested in that?
Exactly.
All right, man. Let's do it. We're getting into Kangaroo Court.
Who am I defending? What am I defending?
All right, well, you're not defending anyone. I'm defending. The wrestler being charged is Adam Cole. I'll be the defendant. You could be the prosecutor.
Okay, what are we charging him with? Being mediocre?
Yes!
Thank you.
Because he just recently had a feud with, what's his name? The punter.
Pat McAfee. They're not done yet, are they?
No, I think they're feuding. They're going to be having they're going to have a match.
Who does this benefit?
I hope Adam Cole.
How?
I guess it doesn't benefit him. I don't want him to lose to Pat fucking McAfee.
He's not going to lose.
Yeah,
Undisputed is going to win because that's what Adam Cole's title reign was. It was Undisputed helping out. Adam Cole has 4 moves. He's so small. When he fought Keith Lee, I'm just like, it was almost like, I'm like, why would I have any doubt in my mind that Keith Lee isn't going to win this? Oh, because he has a bad eye? Wow, WWE. Reaching for the stars on that storyline too, huh? So, no, Adam Cole had a huge title reign. I don't know why. Adam Cole has put on maybe 2 good matches, but they were with people more his size. He did sell in like the War Games thing, but guess who else was there? Undisputed. Undisputed's good, but Adam Cole as an individual competitor, I don't see it. I don't see how he's going to make it. What if he has to take on Randy Orton? Everyone already gave Finn Balor guff because they thought he was too small, even though he's jacked and a really good wrestler, but yet you're going to say Adam Cole? I always put Randy Orton because Randy Orton is huge.
Yeah, I mean, he is the top bar when it comes to wrestling. I mean, I agree with you. You can't put Adam Cole versus Brock Lesnar.
You can't do Adam Cole versus Drew McIntyre. You cannot do Adam Cole versus Bobby Lashley. Hell, I don't even think you can do Adam Cole versus Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, you could definitely do Adam Cole versus Shelton Benjamin. I think one thing that Adam Cole does have is I think he has stamina. I think he has speed. I think you could definitely write a match with any of those wrestlers and still show Adam Cole on top. Even if that means you have to use the Undisputed Era to do it. I think Adam Cole, without Adam Cole, you have no Undisputed Era. I think Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly are great. I love Roddy is one of my favorite wrestlers on the NXT brand, but I don't really think any of them have personality. Nowhere near as big as personality that Adam Cole has. I think Adam Cole is one of the biggest personalities on NXT.
He does have a following.
Every time that guy comes out and says, baby, everyone in their seat is getting up. And he gets that. He understands that. And I think that is something that you need in wrestling.
So are we prosecuting him for the fact that he's not good by himself, but he's fine with the Undisputed Era? I'm okay with Adam Cole staying with the Undisputed Era. But if he goes off on his own, no, he's hopeless. There's no way he can win a match by himself.
I don't see him being a top guy without the Undisputed Era. No. I can agree with you on that. But yeah, I still think if you put him in a match with anybody on any size, you could still write it and show it in a compelling way and still put Adam Cole over on anybody.
No.
I can see it. I mean, unless it's someone like a Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's the only one I just can't even see on all 4 Undisputed members going against him. But Randy Orton, I could see it.
I don't see him ever competing against Randy Orton. I don't see him ever competing against Drew McIntyre. I don't see him ever competing against Bobby Lashley. I don't see him competing against anyone over the height of 6 foot in the main roster because he's so small. But if his Undisputed Era is there, I'm okay with it. You know what? People make careers being like on those teams that are like dirty and they always cheat. It's okay. Hell, Eddie Guerrero had lie, cheat, and steal. Like,
right.
We're okay with it. But you are not an individual, like his championship reign, I'm just like, bleh.
I don't know. He had, and I know what you mean about the saying, like he had, if they're in the same size of him, but like his trilogy match with Gargano was amazing. I loved his match with Tommaso Ciampa. I think he puts on amazing matches. So for you to say that his title reign was boring, I can't agree with you on that. I think there was entertaining parts to it. There were strong builds to it. I thoroughly enjoyed his title reign.
I'm over Adam Cole. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. And now you're going to beef with a radio host? Like, that really shows, yeah, okay, we're not going to have him fight anybody in our company. We're going to go get Pat McAfee.
Well,
why?
That stuff don't bother me because that WWE has been doing that for years. They've been doing that kind of shit. How many times does fucking the dude who plays Wolverine show up on Raw and then he ends up punching somebody or getting in a fake match with Dolph Ziggler? Like, that's just how WWE runs their shit.
This is dumb. Like, this is flat out dumb. I'm sorry, Adam Cole. I'm over it. You and your 5'3" ass can get on out of here.
Get going. Well, yeah, like I said, I like him. I think he's good. I think he has a big future in the WWE. But yeah,
well, yeah, he's going to be around. I understand that, but I'm not going to be like, ooh, like, no. It's Adam Cole.
Give it time.
He kicks, he runs, he kicks, he runs, he kicks, he runs.
That's a lot of running.
I'm over it. He can't even do his finisher to half the main roster in WWE.
All right, people, who is your dud of the week?
Adam Cole. He's been my dud since that interview. I'm just like, this is dumb.
I liked the interview, but I hated the follow-up. Like, all that shit, it just really just showed how fake it was. I'm going to go with Sammy Guevara, because dude just got to slow down, just got to mind his P's and Q's, stop fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Stud of the week?
XFL. I think it's really cool. I'm happy. I'm glad they got a buyer. They're coming back again.
Right? I agree with you because I was going to go with The Rock because Vince McMahon making the XFL, I think really showed people where he's like, oh, he's just against people kneeling during the anthem. And then when The Rock buys it, people are like, shit, what is The Rock going to do with this? And I think it's just a different face on the brand, I think really will make a big change for it. Because I think The Rock, he's got that show called Ballers or something like that on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just has a huge personality, and putting him as the face of this is really going to help out.
Yeah, it's good.
Plus, he has a great relationship with the WWE, so they can still do cross promotions all the time with them like they wanted to.
Yep.
All right, Pete. Well, hey, man, that is the Full Nelson Press, episode 86. It is a wrap. If you enjoy our witty banter on sports entertainment, make sure you find the Full Nelson Press Facebook page and subscribe to the Full Nelson Press on YouTube. We are also on Spotify and iTunes. So if you don't want to listen to the video portion, our audio portion is on there too. Anything else you want to add, Pete?
Sam Fisher got announced for Rainbow Six. He's the new character, which I'm hoping a new Splinter Cell is on its way.
Okay, so first off, he was in, what's the other game? Ghost Recon?
Yeah,
last
I
year.
know.
So he's just promotional. Don't tease Sam a new Splinter Cell game.
The voice actor who's overseas, who does the voice acting for the Swedish version, said, mark my words, there will be a new Splinter Cell. And now he's in Rainbow Six. And if they keep that character model and put it into a game, oh man, I'm pumped. So I'm playing Rainbow Six right now.
Are we going to talk about how much time we put into Grounded?
Dude, I keep dying when I play by myself because I'm just like running around and then I lose my bag and I'm just like, ugh.
Well, I built now 3 bases on our Grounded map that you and I have been playing. We haven't been able to play together much because of these internet issues, but I've been really enjoying Grounded. Where can they find you, Pete?
They can find me on YouTube, PistPete84. I've just been putting little snippets of gameplay. I don't have the best software to do editing right now, but I'm also not going to sink a bunch of money into editing software right now. But, you know, I don't know. I got a couple people reaching out. I've been playing Rogue Company. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat the past couple days. And then Rainbow Six, because guess what? I'm trading in Call of Duty because it still doesn't work. And I'm getting Tony Hawk.
There you go. Yeah, I'm excited for the new Tony Hawk game.
Tony Hawk's
That'll be fun.
Sweet.
All right, man. Well, hey, go watch some wrestling.
Yeah, bet.